Number 10, get him out.
The newsagents are back in Blackpool because we've heard there's a new pub in town. Or rather, an old pub with a new look, a new party. The Talbot, Britain's first reform party, social club. Here goes nothing.
Wait, 2 for 6 quid.
Nick, this was what we're standing in right now. This is a Conservative club until...
It was till August 09
Oh, right, okay.
when I took over it.
Yeah. And now it is Britain's first reform club.
It is, yes. Well, I'm a reform member myself, and I joined, and they sent me an email, basically, so I helped distribute leaflets. So I just emailed them back saying, unfortunately, I've got a pub, but I've got a massive function room, so if they ever want to use it for any of their meetings, they're quite welcome to do so. I phoned my business partner up, Pete, and told him that I joined Reform at the beginning of this year, and he said, I've been a member for a year and a half. So we just decided that... we had a meeting here and then we looked at each other, we just decided let's change the name to Reform Club, give it some support, believe in the policies.
How do you feel that this is a reform club now?
I think it's great.
Do you?
Yes,
Why?
I do. Because the way things are going in the past, I mean, I've been a Labour man because I'm from Wigan originally. I'm 60 years old. I've always voted Labour all my life. I don't like getting too much into politics because it's politics, you know what it's like, and religion.
I do, I know.
But yes, the way the reforms go, if they can, I think they deserve a chance.
Did you vote Labour at the election?
Oh,
Last
the
election?
last election, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You voted Labour for Starmer?
Yes.
And how do you think Starmer's done?
Shocking.
My name is Margaret Murphy, originally from Dublin. I've been in Blackpool now for 31 years.
31 years, long time.
I've been a member of this club for 30.
What do you think of Starmer?
Well, I've been Labour all my life. And at the moment, I don't want to even see anyone, I'm one of them. Because he's U-turned on everything.
Do you think he cares?
No.
You don't think he cares?
No.
I think we're getting shit on.
If I can put it this way, who's shitting on you?
Well, the government, aren't they?
The government.
They took everything away from you.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
A mess? In what way?
I just don't think that the politicians are doing what they're saying they're doing.
In what way?
Well, they've lost Middle England. We just get misdirection, spin, and they're not doing what they said in their manifesto. So that's why in the general election I voted Reform, and we've yet to vote in Blackpool, which is a unitary government or government council. But I was well impressed with the way the by-elections went.
Do you think people will turn to Reform here?
I think so.
You do think so? Why?
Because it looks like they genuinely care about what's going on.
You said you've been Labour, you always voted Labour. Is there anything Starmer could do to recover your support?
No, I
Nothing?
don't think so. No.
And what was it that he did? I'm just trying to pinpoint. What was it that he did that lost you?
It was the winter fuel allowance for a start. The people who are living in this country, who have lived and worked in this country, have lost all hope with the government.
Do you think Farage would be a good Prime Minister?
Currently, yes, if he sticks to what he's saying he's going to do, yeah.
What is it? Is it about their policies? Is it about their attitude? Is it about what is it about their politics that you find appealing? Is it Farage?
I think it's just generally at the moment, it's just a breath of fresh air and common sense.
But you're the owner of Britain's first reform club, and you actually say, as a result, if you'd known now what you'd known about Brexit, you'd have voted Remain.
I probably would have done, yeah, but I didn't know. It's too late now, isn't it? So I agree with the rest of the population that voted for Brexit, so I've got to carry on with it, haven't I?
Yeah. I suppose some people would blame Farage for misleading you and others about Brexit. Then.
Well, it wasn't just for Farage, was it? There was a certain Conservative leader that was all for it as well. And I'm all for people coming to this country legally. Get a visa. If I want to go to Spain, which I will be doing because that's where I want to retire to, I've got to get a visa. I have 28,000 euros in the bank for myself.
Pre-Brexit, you'd have just been able to move there.
Well, yeah. And believe it or not, they didn't tell the truth about that. If they explained everything about Brexit, like, oh, well, you won't be able to travel as many times as you want to Spain, freedom of movement, I would have probably voted not to leave it.
You would?
Yeah, I would
But that was Farage's big idea.
well, everyone changes their mind.
There's millions going out of this country to France for them to stop the immigrants. And they once they put their foot in the water, the police will do nothing.
These people who work for this country and paid the tax and insurance all their life. So why take it off these and give it to the immigration people who shouldn't be having it? They shouldn't be entitled to that money. They've not paid nothing into the monetary system. So as far as I'm concerned, I paid all my life tax and national insurance. They haven't. If you paid it, you deserve it. If you don't pay it, you try to go to Spain or Australia or anywhere like that, you've got nowhere whatsoever. They will not stand for it. And we should be the same. Let's keep Britain British.
We're going upstairs. What's up here?
A little function room.
Oh. Did you get any weirdos by, renting out the room?
Well, according to some of the papers, I've had some weirdos here. The punks.
The punks. Oh, this was the Nazi stuff.
Yeah, supposedly so.
Because someone suggested that you'd let it out to Nazis.
No, someone rang me up and it was the first time with the punks. And
They were punks, not Nazis.
no, the punks. And someone approached me and she said, can I use your room upstairs? So I've gone, yeah, okay, what's it for? It's for the punks. We had the first year and it was absolutely chocker. No trouble, no Nazi flags or anything like that at all. Then after the second time, that's when I started to hear things about Nazi flags and all that. Just quite a few people that have just recently stirred it all up again. But it's not like that. I mean, if I knew that was what they were like. I mean, I've had another guy come do it because the girl quit, and I had another organiser, and I remember someone jumping up on stage and giving it the Nazi thing, and he just went over and lamped him and got him out.
Have the swingers ever come round?
No, I don't do anything like that. No, like Sex and Unity in here.
Oh, right, okay,
It's on the
right.
licence.
Oh, yeah, okay, well.
40, 60, 60, 2 and 4, 21. Okay then, Lewis, what do you think about playing the bingo?
7 and 6,
I'm doing
76.
it, as you know, for Coral, because Coral's been taken unwell, so I'm playing on Coral's.
2,
Hopefully, fingers crossed, that is okay. And Lewis wins for that,
2 and 8,
playing his
28.
bingo here at the Talbot Reform pub.
2 and 7, 27. 4 and 9, 49.
What? Whoa, stop everything.
We've got 2. We've got 3.
What? No, that can't be right.
We've got the captain, we've got Lewis, and we've got Maggie.
This is for Coral. This is what we
Number
call
1,
a winning hand.
16.
You want to get Lewis from the news agents to call your next bingo. How's that, dear?
This is so good. This is so good. With all the money, you wouldn't get many mates doing this, would you?
You're not going to play it, Can I have a round of applause, please?
Thank you. It's an honour to be with you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. An absolute honour. So your first number, this one here. Here we go. 7-0, blind 70. 1 and 8, 18. 8 and 7, John Sopel's age, 87. You know him, dear. 1 and 6, sweet 16. All the 7s, 77. 1 and 9, the number of listeners to the Rest is Politics podcast, 19. Oh, you do know that one. 6-0, line 60. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an honour. Thank you very much.
Can I have a massive applause for Lewis from the news agents, folks?
So obviously the conceit for this piece has been we've come to this reform club because the owner, who's, as you can tell, nice man, has basically decided to make it a reform club. But the truth is that the reform bit is kind of completely incidental. As you can probably tell, most people in there are not that interested in party politics, and then pretty unbothered about it being a reform club one way or the other. They come because it's part of the community and it's got, cheap drinks and pool and bingo, and it's part of their life. And the thing that I think is just so both fascinating and disturbing about everything that everyone was saying in there is that it mirrors almost everything that you hear almost anywhere you go in the country at the moment, which is just a profound despond, like a profound malaise, a sense of just complete hopelessness, really. The winter fuel thing, it is astonishing the extent to which that attached itself to the reputation of this government, like just an embodiment somehow of how little they care and about how off their attitudes are. But, Starmer's going to U-turn on that, and you could say, well, that's that barnacle off the boat. But it's bigger than that. You actually ask people what it is that they're so unhappy about, and they can't really tell you necessarily. It's a feeling, it's a vibe, it's an attitude about the relationship between Westminster and the rest of the country, and how Westminster treats the rest of the country, which goes back beyond this government, beyond the last government. And that is what Reform and Farage are tapping into. And that is what is different. And if you're a politician trying to address that, I don't really know what you do and how you do it, because I'm not sure just delivering stuff for people will be enough to address it, because I think people will still feel it anyway.
The Newsagents. This is a Global Player original podcast.